This has been Wagner with IDW Publishing, who has a path-breaking set of works that's making the rounds. Ben, this is your platform. Tell my viewers about what you've been working on.
Well, yeah, so I've been working in a lot of different areas. My first graphic novel is going to come out in October. IDW is going to publish it. It's called BAJA.
Yeah,
and
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been an exciting sort of ride, and it's a sort of a psychological thriller set in Mexico, and it was always intended to be a screenplay, and I sort of realized that given the type of story it was, it would work in other formats as well. So we started going down the graphic novel route. Now we're exploring sort of interactive games and other ways of sort of telling the story and ways to sort of build off of it.
Is the ultimate objective to have this as a movie, or is that,
that's still a goal, but one thing I've sort of noticed and sort of felt my own sort of viewing habits and how I enjoy media and stories and get into different narratives is that things are changing at an incredible clip. Yeah, and so you don't have to experience something in 90 minutes to really explore a whole story and get a feeling for the world. So that's a long way of saying that if it works as a film, it still works as a film, but I also think there's a way to tell this story. They actually have a kind of a fun way I want to try and do it, sort of integrating it in the website so you can find little bits and pieces and chapters of it, because it's got a couple of weaving plot lines in it that I think would actually work pretty well together.
Is this something that could fit well on a special YouTube format, you think, maybe? Or
Possibly. Yeah, I mean, I think that the opportunity to flash video, it's so, YouTube's a great opportunity, but I think you can also, integrate it in a Twitter feed, hide it in your own website, even, do some more surreptitious things and post it in Craigslist and things like that. So you make it a real sort of experience. The more engaged somebody is, the more they want to find out about this world, the further they can go with it.
How did you get the impetus for BAJA? Were you down in Mexico? Did something bad happen?
Well, no, not really, but it was more, I've always been attracted to sort of stories that sort of start with a very conventional narrative structure, but sort of twist with it, make
like
twists.
Pulp Fiction kind of? I mean, in terms of its position,
Probably. I mean, it's sort of genre sort of elements of it, but more to me, it's a question of, when you explore BAJA, you're going to see, there's a rather significant twist that happens halfway through the story, and part of that is playing with conventions of the cliches of the genre. So you're going to start reading this book, experience this story, and think you're watching one type of story, and you're going to make, the idea is that if we're doing it effectively, we're tricking people into making certain assumptions about the character and where we're going with the story, and ultimately you're going to realize that a lot of those assumptions were wrong as you sort of explore the story. So, and my other work, the film that I just shot just literally 4 days ago, and we're just about to start editing, same sort of thing. We're playing with genre conventions, but the thing is, there are a lot of people who do genre stuff really, really well.
Right.
So why not do something a little different? And if you don't have a $5 million plus budget, if you're playing around with a little bit of money, why not do something a little experimental and different? So.
Hey, where are you from? How'd you get your start?
I'm originally from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Went to school in Chicago.
Where's Chicago?
And at Northwestern.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, and you?
You're a wildcat.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, and then I came out here and worked in. Actually, I'd say a lot of it is sort of my experience working in reality TV. Not that it's been a major creative influence, but what it has done is it's shown me how you can quickly and more rapid. When I was in film school, editing was such a laborious process.
Where'd you go to film school, by the way?
At Northwestern.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, but editing a film was a long process, and now with the technology, the way things move, and you just realize that my friends who were editors on reality TV who didn't have traditional film backgrounds could edit so much faster than everyone else, just because that's the way it sort of was.
Tech-oriented. They know how to use iMovie, Final Cut.
But it's almost like the language. I think you're so used to just churning stuff out at a faster pace, and I'm not saying that that's necessarily good for the quality of your work, but when when you can move quickly, it means that you can tell stories faster.
Right, absolutely. So you're focused more, I guess, on the story as opposed to the method of getting out the story, right?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Yeah.
Hey, you have a YouTube channel or Twitter?
No, I have a website it's 341 AM, so 341 AM.
Is that when you came up with the idea for Baja at 3:41 in the morning?
Well, exactly. It's actually a huge part of it. Is all good things and bad things happen at 3:41 in the morning. Is my sort of idea behind it.
That's true.
So
I can attest to that.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're thinking crime, noir, or thriller, I mean it's 3:41.
Bad sex. Anyway.
Exactly. Yes, all the above.
Late, drunk and everything like that. Yeah, I've been there. So anyway.
So
go ahead.
No. Yeah, so we got the website 341am.com where you can access my short films, other feature films, or other projects we're working on, a couple other graphic novels we have in development. That actually, the landing page is this sort of interactive experience that you can sort of explore, and the whole thing is, now to look for it. But ideally, a lot of people are going to go on there and not even really realize that, oh wait, this is something active going on here that I can actually participate in. So, and that's sort of a noirish sort of tale where you can influence sort of the arc of the characters that you're going to see in the video. So that's just the landing page of the site. But we're trying to explore all different ways of reaching out. That's our landing page. But obviously, we're reaching out. We have stuff on YouTube. We have stuff on Facebook. You got to do it all.
Yeah,
so it's there. So, but it's just it's been easy for us to have like this central hub to sort of start the narrative, to sort of say, hey, come on in here and figure out what we have, and go from there.
Ben Wagner, hey, great talking to you, man.
No, well, thank you for
great video. You got it.
Excellent.
All right, cool.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Bye.
Yeah.